And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon. Why, well, a lot of superlatives come in the way of the Italian dream, Marvin Vettori. He still has yet to break through and become the first UFC champion from Italy, but a lot of people feel like he can sustain and eventually get there. His cardiovascular base as good as any middleweight in the division. Outstanding ground game, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt. Somehow, his opponent stayed up with him.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
Well, why fix what's not broken? Why not go right back to that overhand here again? Now lands a solid punch there. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eyes.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. You got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
All right, so this boxer told us he has done nothing but defend takedowns over the last 8 weeks, and he's able to stuff the first shot tonight.
John, I was smirking in the fighter meeting like, okay, this guy's just talking. But nope, he goes out there and he does exactly what he said he was going to do. This has to be a massive boost to his confidence as this fight goes forward. Beautiful punch lands there.
All right, so 1 minute into the fight, we've got a full-on brawl here, DC. It's great for the fans, not necessarily for the gas tank if this thing goes much longer.
Not great for the gas tank and not good for the old noggin. You can't take so many upside the head. Somebody's going to sleep.
And now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low and you come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
Just over 3 minutes to go now. Well, DC kind of just playing with him at this point, right? You think he's got to go in and just get him out of there.
Well, he's trying, but he gets a little bit anxious, so he starts to throw a lot of punches and not the right punches. And because he's throwing so much, he keeps missing, and by doing that, he's missing chances to end this fight.
Choi's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is. Starting to bleed a little bit now. Well, fortunate that one.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
Well, maybe he'll look to set up that hook again. Marvin Vettori going for the takedown, but unable to win. 2 minutes now to go. Vettori's...
He's got to try to finish here.
Under 2 minutes to go in a back-and-forth first round here. Able to block that one.
Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was a good night if that landed.
Well, you don't blame him for continuing to badger that cut. Things are getting bloody, champ.
Yeah, you got to be careful now because as it bleeds, you got to worry about the blood.
Oh, massive diving punch flush to the head. Oh, big shots here. The Korean Superboy gets up. He is back on the feet here.
Gets in close and gets that single collar tie locked in tight.
Oh, and now the underhook, DC.
He's got the underhook. He's got the far side post. If you're the opponent, you have got to get out of here.
So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse. And you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fight and you see what type of effect.
Back to the feet now. All right, so the referee has called a halt to the action here, likely to have the doctor come in and look at the swelling around that eye. Not good, DC.
You cannot allow these fighters to dictate and determine whether or not they can go. When you have this type of swelling, you got to take a close look to see if the guy can compete.
Looks as though the doctor is going to allow the fight to continue for the athlete. May want to raise the guard a little bit.
He's got to raise the guard. He's got to take some chances because he's very limited in what he can do right now with that much swelling.
All right, so the ref will get the action back underway after that brief health and safety check, and to no one's surprise, the fans support the decision for the action to continue.
Absolutely. I mean, this official decided you can go. Even though at times the fighter may question whether or not he can do it, we have very smart ringside officials that make a determination, and the determination is get your butt out there and fight. Let's see what happens.
And we have a very smart fighter. He doesn't know where he is.
So he doesn't know where he is. He's hurt real bad.
Huge elbow. What a start. All right, well, if you like blood, and I do, this is the fight for you. Somehow we've made it to the stools, and both fighters are wearing it.
Yeah, I mean, the corner's going to have some work to do on that cut. He has been beat up in that round, but he has done his fair share of damage himself. This has been a very close fight.
All right, DC, we got a few clips of the damage done in that round. Can see where things really started to escalate.
Yeah, really open up that cut, John. The blows are just devastating. He's got to get out of the way more. I mean, if this guy won't do it himself, somebody's got to help him.
Yeah.
Because you cannot keep taking these types of shots.
Breathe, relax, you're fine. We expected a bloody fight. We knew this was going to happen. We expected that war. Refocus and keep those hands up.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, round two. Do you believe it? This next round is underway. In the previous round, both fighters got rocked. Crowd going bananas. Big opportunity for both fighters here.
These are the types of fights that makes it so fun to sit right next to the octagon and call the action.
Vettori's cut on his nose is just pouring blood at this point. You wonder if that's impacting his breathing by now. His opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types.
Oh, big diving punch to the head. Gonna try to take his opponent's back here, and he does. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Vettori's able to flatten him out, really pressing on him now. Opponent's belly flat on the mat. What a fight, what a display of physical and mental toughness on both sides. I'm not sure who's more injured, but they're both hurting for certain.
Yeah, John, they're both beat up, but I think that is the key. The mental is what's going to allow you to get your hand raised in this fight. This will not be easy. You're going to have to go to some dark places whenever you're in front of a guy that is as good as you in every aspect of fighting.
Well, the Cutmen have done everything that they can tonight, but these guys are handing out facials. This is crazy.
Yeah, these guys are going after it, man. Both of them. Both inflicting damage on each other. And both are dealing with it and trying to continue in this fight. This is a great fight.
Right there, his opponent's wobble champ.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
Still plenty. The Korean Superboy does it again!
I mean, wow.
All right, let's get it to Bruce Buffer. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, the Korean Superboy, Doo-Ho Choi.
So the Korean Superboy Doo-Ho Choi with another highlight for the reel here tonight. A big win for him in this featherweight division. And it's pretty wild to think that this guy is just getting started. Now